Somebody call the doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, you know what time it is. It's Walking Dead time. We're going to be checking out season 11, episode what
19.
19, Diamond Dave. That's right. This one is called Variant, and to say I'm intrigued would be an understatement.
I'm losing my pencil, but who gives a shit, folks? It is episode 19, like Mason Quinn said. I have nothing else to say. I'm just pumped. Let's get this show on the road. It's been chaotic. Not only in The Walking Dead, but here. With that being said, let's go!
Sometimes I wonder if it takes more courage to live or die.
Stop!
Oh, remember
We've all
that?
done things to still be here.
Alive!
So it's going to be a Eugene episode.
People died.
We became whoever we needed to be.
Stone cold nigga.
But who we are now, the choices we make now, maybe that's all that matters.
That was pretty cool. So they must be picking specific characters for each episode because we were asked that last week.
Yep.
Max! Get off me! Max! Max!
Oh!
You're the one who killed him! Sebastian!
Get out of here! Go! I lost Max!
Oh, okay. That was a cool open. So he lost Max to get that. So, folks, last week you guys called out the Lance reference there for the CRM. Great pickup. Obviously, we didn't pick that up right away. But afterwards, seeing all your guys' comments made 1,000%. And real quick here, while this intro is going on, you know, Gimple said that all the stories are going to close, but that doesn't make sense because Daryl
Has
is going
to end up in Paris or France anyway.
Yeah, so it's like, how is he going to get there
only way I
unless
can
it doesn't
think of
happen in this show?
Is if he gets there on like a cargo ship or something like that, because I think airlines are out of the question.
Well, remember, he doesn't know how he gets there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So, like, how they have to tell that story.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so Gimple, of course, is a liar. Just saying.
Oh, look at old Seb. Seen better days.
Hey, do you see anything popped in the head?
No.
We should.
No,
Oh, they're waiting for him to turn.
no one touches him. In spite of what people thought, I was trying to help. We had our issues. Family's a complicated thing. Your sister was loyal to me for over a decade. I want to think she just lost her way. Perhaps she can be helped. I need an example. Someone to remind these people that actions have consequences. If you find and arrest Eugene, he could stand as the example to all.
I don't think.
Mercer has to go get Eugene, otherwise it's Max.
Yep, that's what she's setting up. It's not going to matter though, because everybody
Wow.
sees Sebastian and Pamela now for what they are.
The targets are new immigrants from the Virginia communities of Riverbend, Hilltop, and Alexandria. Any known associates of Eugene Porter are to be brought in for questioning regarding the Founders Day riot and the death of Sebastian Milton.
God, what a predicament for Mercer that Pamela just put him in. Okay, so they're on their way to Oceanside. So hopefully we get something in this episode about it.
And they're way too happy for being the Walking Dead.
They are a fresh couple.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah, couples really don't make it on this very long.
I'll go down, make camp, wait it out, and we'll find a way around. Loading with the wagon seems kind of risky. Happy to treat you all to my famous fettuccine con cannellini beans a la Jerry. Just saying. We should keep moving. We need to get these supplies to Oceanside. Make sure they're okay.
You can't do that if you got walkers chasing you.
Jerry's the one who wanted to have a little side party,
That
not Aaron.
seems like a very un-Aaron thing to do and not thinking things through systematically and logically.
What are you talking about? Aaron wants to get to Oceanside, so look at that. What do you mean?
Well, don't they have to go through these guys to get there?
Dude.
Yeah, and it turned. The walker turned around.
It's a variant.
So it's either a variant or it's somebody doing the whisper trick. Or who knows?
Love that tease.
Oh, that was good.
Gosh.
You know, it almost gave me a remembrance of the first episode with the purple jacket walker in the bus that Rick saw in Atlanta.
You seriously doing this?
So you don't know me, I don't know you, we're just...
Do you verify that this information is true?
Sure.
Where were you during the riot?
Far East End of the square.
You were with Eugene. Several witnesses saw you together.
About a half hour before it happened.
What'd you talk about?
Your sister.
Be more specific.
Eugene said she wasn't coming with us, that she wanted to stay here. Change this place for the better.
At the end of the day, it's obvious where Eugene is going to be. With you.
I'll call you if I see him.
I need you to do something for me. Tell Eugene to turn himself in. He comes to me, shows remorse, and wants to cooperate. Go a long way toward helping everyone involved. If he or you and your people make this harder than it has to be, things only get worse for all of you.
Well, their deal was already kind of hanging by a thread.
I don't know if it was hanging by a thread, but that deal is definitely scrapped.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Pamela gave them everything when she was in total control. She could have wiped them all out.
Well, yeah, but she got a fair trade-off for it. So to keep supplies coming and get Lance, who she didn't really care for, she made that obvious.
Yep.
A lot of repeat questions and intense staring you.
Son, we're gonna leave at dawn if we can get out.
How you holding up?
Reckon better than I deserve, in light of all the melee and mayhem, but I'm the one who should truly be sorry, as my actions have put you both in extremely compromised situations.
Don't be. That prick had it coming.
Well, as we know, I mean, they put him on trial, so it's not like, I don't think he's going anywhere.
At the risk of sounding ungrateful for all your efforts on my behalf, cannot leave without my beloved. I need to go find her.
I will go look for Max. If I can find her, maybe we can get both of you out. Is that a deal?
Deal.
The perpetrators of these horrific events cannot be allowed to go unpunished.
Eugene's face really changed right there. Like, he's up to something else.
Yeah, she's kind of getting the whole city to turn on all of those folks, right? Yep. So be interesting to see what kind of happens there.
It's going over Jerry's foot.
Jerry?
Oh, that's a big man to have a bad wheel.
You okay? Can you walk?
Oh, and he cut up his knee.
Oh.
There might be a place over there.
Looks like it has walls.
What is that?
Dude, is that what we saw in the trailer?
It is. That's the fence. Because remember, Aaron was...
It is the building, because look at that. Oh, yes, it is.
It is.
What we saw in the trailer.
Aaron was doing the commentary.
I wonder if this is where we get the story about how he miraculously knows about variants. I still think he's a goner, dude.
I do, too. I think it's going to happen here.
I think it's going to happen in this episode.
Remember in the trailer, he's like reaching over.
We saw a lot of... And they're a couple...
Yeah, like, they're done.
If it's not this episode, it's in the next 5 for sure.
And if they kiss, it's really done.
Oh, you went for the move.
Well, I thought she was going for it at first.
Check it out, bro. It's got walls, water nearby, tons of land for farming. Kingdom 2.0, yo. Sir Aaron.
Did he just cut his hand? No. Okay.
Nah, he just can't do it with his one hand.
It's gonna be dark soon. I'll take first watch so you can get some rest.
I'll step with you.
I wouldn't be building a fire, though, unless I absolutely needed it.
Well, they are wearing jackets, so maybe... Because those guys somebody has to stay up during the night.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking people could see the fire. They could smell it.
Well, it's not like they're going to do a bonfire, and they're inside the walls.
That's true.
According to them. That's what I heard.
He's taking his sweet time in turning.
After all our sacrifice, what are we left with? At least we don't have to disappoint each other anymore.
Oh, here we go. Better get that hand out of there.
This is like dangerous territory right now.
Maybe she wants to see it up close. Or not.
Take care of it.
She waited till the last second.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nothing personal?
Milton's son is dead and she wants Eugene for it.
They're gonna kill him, right? How can you be good with that? I was by myself for years, losing my mind, scaring off anyone that came my way. He accepted me for me. He saved me.
Yumiko and Ezekiel too.
Yeah.
Let's not forget them.
I mean,
he didn't know any of this was gonna happen.
But it did. And I gotta look out for my family now. You'll get a trial.
A fair one?
Sir, we've got a sighting. Maxine Mercer.
Gotta go.
Me too.
Oh, here we go.
This, gosh, every time they cut to this, I'm just kind of like, when does it happen?
Yeah, is this like a Renaissance fair type place?
Renaissance.
Oh, okay, sure enough.
Renaissance fair.
Yeah.
We're on a small computer screen, folks.
Yeah.
Everything good with you two? Something happened?
There was a moment brought back memories of Henry. I don't think I can again, you know.
She's holding back. I mean, obviously with the kiss, but now we get the whole why of.
Yep.
Here I am thinking they're fully committed to each other. Well, in that start, but she just said they were
married once.
He used to be married?
Guess I don't really talk about him much anymore.
Okay. I thought it was Eric.
Okay. I was going to say,
I didn't know if it was somebody before.
Yeah.
When he asked me out that night, and I said no. I kept saying no for the next 6 months. I guess I thought I was too busy. Maybe I was just afraid. But eventually I said yes. Our time together, those years in Alexandria, was the happiest moments of my life.
You know, we're getting a backstory a little early, Dave.
We must be at the midpoint of the show.
Yeah, I'd get anything to take back just one of those no's so that we could have one more day together. Loss is inevitable.
Inevitable.
Because she's going to have regrets. Because Elijah's not making it out of this episode, folks. Oh, here it comes. Yes! There it is. Oh, then what a tease.
The subtle teases. Oh. Rosita?
No, go back. Oh, she can't signal her, though.
Stop.
Oh.
Have you recognized that we're in a population of 50,000, but we only seen like 100, maybe 100?
If that, I know.
It's not really well represented.
It's like, where's the rest of this city?
Because remember that wide shot?
Yeah.
Where that horde was coming in 17?
Mm-hmm.
I have suffered from bouts of depression for years. In my confusion and paranoia, I manipulated recordings.
Just stop. Sign it.
Say Eugene was behind it all? I did this. Do you know that Eugene stopped Sebastian from killing me?
No, Mercer doesn't know that because he was off saving the city.
Saving the city, taking out walkers.
I'm trying to save you.
Speak truth, no matter the cost. Just like Dad used to say, even as a general, he never forgot his responsibility as a citizen. I think he would have been proud of what we tried to do here, and I think he would have been ashamed of you.
Ouch.
Whack.
She needs Saul Goodman for a lawyer is who she needs.
I was merely peeping at trooper activity levels so as to allow my assistance in Rosita's search for Max.
You'd be wise to step aside, Hoss. No need for this to get ugly. Very well.
Daryl's just smirking.
Eugene's rolling up his sleeves.
What is this? Daryl
just standing there.
Go ahead.
You're not trying to stop me.
You ain't going.
Is he calling him a coward? Like,
well,
he
no,
used to
I
be?
think he's thinking it through. Like him going to try to find Max
doesn't make any sense.
doesn't make sense.
Because I'm a coward.
Ah, I told you, Diamond Dave. Ah, one more for the good guys.
It's because you're smart.
I'm a liability.
See?
Always have been.
I was right there with Daryl.
It's a callback.
The only way I bucked natural selection was my penchant for prevarication. Means lying. I'm ashamed to say it's my only discernible skill. Do you think people are born brave? Or do they become it?
Become
You become it. Everybody knows that.
Life experiences make you do that. We were both right, by the way. Just want to take that little dart there.
Yumiko? Like it was.
Princess, you know I'm not leaving.
Crazy shit is happening, man.
All the more reason to stay.
Maybe this place looks all nice. Underneath, it sucks. Maybe they're not worth holding on to.
They're both right.
Yeah, but you're right, though, Diamond Dave. If they showed the 50,000 people that live there and if they were all upset with the Miltons, this would be a different story.
True.
Most folks are trying to make the best of what's in front of them. Could be he's trying to do the same.
Maybe this time I deserve more than just the best of a bad situation.
And whatever you decide, I'm here if you need me.
I feel like we didn't get enough of that princess with that gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll bring it back at the end.
Ah,
oh, here we go.
Here's the scene.
So this is what we kept asking, like, who's he talking to?
Who's he glad to see?
It
Pamela.
was Pam. Okay, so they weren't diverting us.
Nope.
Thank you for coming. I hoped you would. I have a lot to say.
You killed my son.
I did what now?
Your people murdered 8 workers, turning them to rotters, and released them on the public.
Oh, she knows. I thought he could fake his way out of it.
Okay, yes, I needed you to understand, to get your
Okay,
attention,
yeah.
but I never intended for him. Sebastian and I may have had our differences, but in the end, I was...
He did this face last time she did this. Like, what is the obsession?
He's weirdly obsessed with her. Ooh, the old Vulcan neck pinch.
It's because of them. It all started with them. The descent, the chaos. It will never stop until they've taken everything.
He's gonna do the dirty work. She needs a dirty guy.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do it your way? Take a risk. Make a gamble.
What are we seeing here?
What is going on with their relationship?
If you win, you get to live.
Oh, she's doing a Harvey Two-Face. Just making him pick.
Thank you, Pamela. I am 100% at the Milton family's disposal.
Oh!
No!
Yep. You remember when the governor did that to Glenn? And he was in the chair?
Like you said, they're at the family's disposal. Thanks to you, this is all that's left.
He's gonna get chomped.
We cannot lose. Oh, they found him.
Yeah, they found that guy and probably the other one, I would assume.
Body's still warm. Feed my sunburns.
Oh, okay. So Lance has to feed Sebastian. Wow, wow, this is like governor type.
It is.
Psychoness.
See, I thought Lance was gonna have to fight his way out.
Like Glenn did.
Yeah,
when
like Glenn
Monroe
did.
brought in.
Yeah, yep. That was a badass scene, by the way.
I think
Glenn was in that chair.
That took Glenn to the next level.
Oh, she's wearing the coat. Nice call, Diamond Dave.
I don't want you to leave.
I kind of have to. Eugene's gonna die here.
I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen.
It's all such a shit show.
This place ain't perfect. Neither am I. It could be a lot worse.
Don't say that. I need you to understand.
Need you to know me.
Dad bailed when I was 9. Mom remarried at 9 and a half. And dad, number 2, brings an evil stepbrother. A lot of yelling, a lot of shoving. And my mom just like lets it happen. And now you, Dad, and you, bro, start tying me up, throwing me in a closet. When I acted out, I piss myself sometimes.
Jesus.
So they take turns beating me.
Oh.
And all I'd hear was, Juanita, there's a roof over your head. Juanita, it could be worse. Fuck that thinking.
Solid point.
Number 3.
It could be better, too. It's starting to look a lot like my stepdad. And if I just sit by and watch, that makes me my mom. I gotta go.
Can we confirm that her shitty dad and shitty stepbrother are gone? I assume so. And I hope so. After that story.
Of what happened to me. When I see a man, I see a monster. I've been seeing them like that long before they were dying and coming back as actual monsters.
Well, she didn't really act like that when Eugene and
She just
showed
confirmed
up.
it.
Yeah. I'm really hoping they didn't use a story like that traumatic, just to make a point here, because Princess didn't act like that when our crew first found her.
Well, remember,
I mean, she was going a little Looney
there's
Tunes
layers.
there,
There's
but-
layers because that's kind of the front, right? And then, yeah, that's kind of the front. So there's layers. I mean, as soon as you get to know people, then the true selves kind of come out. So maybe that's kind of what we saw here.
Could be.
That wasn't Milton.
Oh, we got smart walkers, folks.
Here we go.
If they duck when he goes to stab one, I'm going to lose it.
Look at the speed. They're showing a little speed. Oh, okay.
Walking right into it. Oh,
he grabbed it.
We gotta get to Elijah right now!
Oh, here's the scene from the trailer.
Okay, so Elijah is a fighter,
Yep,
right?
So he should be good at this.
Oh, look at Jared.
Look at Big Jared go with the sword.
Get inside! I'm gonna get in the wall.
Turning the knobs.
They're turning the doors.
They're seeing it. They're seeing it.
What the hell?
Oh.
Yes!
Where did the Dutchess freaking doorknob?
They're
not the Whisperers,
They're not
Aaron.
the Whispers.
God, this is the excitement that we were begging for.
Oh, totally. Where they're actually a threat again.
Dude.
Oh, look at them all.
Oh, come on. We're not losing Aaron.
Are we going to lose? I think we're losing either Aaron or Jerry.
No.
And Elijah for sure.
Okay, well, that was quick.
We can make a jump for it.
Okay.
Maybe.
We can't risk it. All right, but if you two can make the jump, flank the walkers on this side. I'll go back down. We can work together, separate the Whispers from the rest of the group.
They don't know they're not Whispers.
Not the Whisperers, man. But I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, because what else would he think? Look at this guy climbing.
It's climbing! Oh, you see the rock? Oh my God, it's going to pick up the rock? It's picking up the rock!
Just like season 1. That didn't work. The shot to the head didn't work.
They're teasing the edge.
It's not a Whisper. It's not going to have a mask.
Clock it. Thank you. Oh, this is
what
so
a
awesome.
reveal this is now.
How the hell did a walker do that?
Oh, well, okay, they got them all. So it was only one that was smart?
Roamers and lurkers. Heard stories about walkers like this that can climb walls and open doors.
Season 1?
I was never sure if they were just stories. Maybe there's other kinds too. I hope not.
Okay, so that wasn't the setting that we saw for the trailer where we thought we were losing Elijah.
Nope.
Hey.
See?
Official. We are official, folks. And that only means one bad ending.
That's right. You don't want to wait in the apocalypse.
What was that you were saying yesterday? Kingdom 2.0?
Ezekiel could be king again.
It was more like this place was built for King Jerry.
Jerry,
yes.
Jerry the King.
Queen Nabila, King Jerry, and Queen Nabila.
Oh, don't tell me we're done with the
Is that all we're
variants.
going to get on the variants? Can't be. It's got to be
Leaves
more.
us wanting more, though. Just saying.
But you found her?
I did, but it was too late. She's already in police custody. I'm sorry.
We should get going. And it's time I bid you adieu.
You know, if Eugene gets out, Mercer ain't going to let his sister take the fall. I don't care how structured he is.
Path leads elsewhere.
There's no other path, Eugene. Nothing you can do for Max now.
Maybe not.
If you stay here, they will kill you.
I know it's not logical. Being with Maxine has made me bitter. I just don't see a path without her. When I was at my lowest, you told me that my person was out there. And that I'd find her.
I get it now.
But if you escape, maybe you can make a plan or something.
Oh, now I need you to trust me. It's gonna be okay. You have to let me go. I'd like for you to give something to Coco for me.
Eugene, you're better alive than dead, man.
Yeah.
I do believe that one day she'll have the style to pull this off.
I don't like it.
I don't like this goodbye because it's actually a goodbye. So which one of these two aren't making it?
Yeah, maybe that'd be the twist.
I know a lot of rumors. A fun rumor was saying Rosita.
Yeah.
But
well, Rosita's kind of been on borrowed time since Negan.
My name is Eugene Porter, and I'm here to confess. I surreptitiously made a recording of Sebastian Milton and played it at the Founders Day celebration. I confess to causing the unintentional death of Mr. Milton in the melee that followed. I acted alone. Maxine Mercer may have been present, but had nothing to do with any of it.
Take him.
this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
There's just so few episodes left.
Is everyone ready?
Oh! What the?
Who are these guys? Oh. Oh,
Come on!
All right, Diamond Dave, there it was.
Wow.
That
Dude. Banger of an episode. I know all of us like saying that. This one was a banger.
So we saw finally what we've been teasing for it seems like months, the variant walker, the walkers that are somewhat intelligent, use tools, climb, open doors, all the great stuff that Frank Darabont gave us in the first season, which was just fantastic. I loved it. It's a whole new threat. our people are just not safe like they used to be. Walkers are much more than just the inconvenience that they used to be, where you could go around just stabbing them in the head or be sprinting down the sidewalk, popping off headshots like it's nobody's business. I think those days are gone, folks. I hope we get a lot more of the variant walkers. I think it'll be very interesting. And on top of that, Eugene turned himself in.
Well, real quick with the variant. So it was really fantastic to see the variant walkers back, season 1 walkers. I know that's what I was calling them earlier. However you want to label these guys, it was fantastic. It was the excitement. I don't know if it'll make the cut. Maybe it will, because I'm the one who's doing it. But we got the excitement back.
Yes, we do.
It was so awesome to see the hand. It was so awesome to see the climb.
Yep, lots of callbacks from season 1. They used a rock. They turned a knob.
Up the rock.
They climbed the fence. Remember when they were climbing the fences with Rick and Glenn?
Yeah, when they were sprinting down the road.
Yep.
The whole thing, the excitement is back from that perspective. I mean, I'm just super, super happy about that because, as you perfectly said, they are not an inconvenience now. They are a threat.
Yep.
And it was great to see Aaron, how they played Aaron getting confused, thinking immediately whispers,
Yep, that's
which
what he thought.
would happen.
Pulled it off. Nothing but Red Skull.
And gosh, I wonder if they're going to talk about it more in there, because I'm curious to see, because Jerry and him talked about it for literally 15 seconds.
Yeah, but they're going to have to bring it up to the rest of the crew, right? You would let people know.
Well, you would hope so. Let's hope so.
But then again, it is The Walking Dead, and they have a history of not sharing information with each other on screen anyway. Does it happen off screen? Who knows? But they never show on screen.
And prime example, what Mason Quinn just said was Mercer talking to Princess in this with, I won't tell you why I'm doing this to Eugene.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm doing it because I got to do it for my family. I mean, he kind of alluded to it, but it wasn't like directly said for like anyone to really understand.
You can tell Mercer's never been married because he left that out. That would have totally redeemed himself in the argument. He would have been all right.
Probably the conversation would have changed a little bit. But again, the folks really, really want to see your thoughts on seeing the variant walkers.
Yep.
I love how they just gave us enough to want more with the variant walkers.
And it was only one that we saw so far. It was only the one, which I thought was really interesting. And it made the entire season of World Beyond worth watching just for the end credits trailer that they had with the fast zombies. But
yeah, and now since we're talking about the zombies, let's talk about quick Pam and Lance's relationship and how that whole dynamic just came in with Sebastian.
It went so many ways. I thought we were going to get a call back to the governor and Glenn and Merle, where Glenn was in the chair tied to it, had to survive a walker in the room, and he did it. I thought that's what we were going to get with Lance. I thought Pamela was bringing Sebastian in there, Walker Sebastian, and that Lance was going to have to survive because they dropped the machete. They showed that, but it ended up being completely different.
Feed him. Feed Sebastian. Feed my son.
Yeah, get away. That's my son. And what is the weird, like,
the fetish that, and then the hand in the pocket?
I almost want to say like a weird, gross, trippy mother-son twisted relationship that they have going on, or because that's what it seems like. They did the whole hand thing up in his face and reaching in the pocket and all this stuff that really kind of pushed the envelope, folks. It was not something that we had any kind of hint of at all until this
last
episode.
week. Well, last week
with
the hand.
Yeah, that a little bit. But this whole series, they haven't showed us any of that except for the last 2 episodes. So really out of left field. And coming out of left field, I want to hear your guys' comments on the princess story with her backstory that she gave to Mercer about why she wants to leave and the way she feels the way she does, because it was very depressing. My only problem with it is
sad.
If the writers put that in there because they needed an out for Princess to act the way she did, I think it's really cheap, and I think it's a disservice to people who actually go through any kind of abuse like that, because she said that she sees all guys when she sees them as an enemy or a monster, but she didn't act that way when she met
Except
our
for
crew.
Mercer.
when she met Eugene and Ezekiel, it was like, hey guys, how you doing? I got this cool machine gun. I'll take out all the walkers. We didn't get that from her. Now, Diamond Dave thought maybe there was some layers to that. She was out in the wild, if you will, maybe going a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in the head a little bit, however you want to say it. So that's a possibility, but I really didn't care for that part. I wish they would have done it a different way, because to all of a sudden reveal that about a character in what's the final episodes when they really haven't shown that. And let's be honest, Princess hasn't really been featured much. She hasn't gotten a lot of time to really show her side since they got put in the Commonwealth where they are.
They could have done a better build-up, we'll say, to it, because when they do feature her, it's significant, but they could have done a better build to giving us little breadcrumbs.
Yeah, because if she felt that way, why is she all of a sudden in a relationship with Mercer if that's how she sees? Now, I say all of a sudden it wasn't. There was a time jump, but they didn't show us that. So I'm a little upset about that part, because I think it was just kind of cheaply thrown in. Maybe Diamond Dave feels a little bit different. I want to hear what you guys think about it.
Yeah, real quick. I don't know if it made the cut, but I'll kind of reiterate again. Maybe they did kind of take us from like in the comics. This is also how she's represented. Crazy princess, for the lack of better words. Crazy princess, where she was just all over the map and fun and whatnot. And then, to kind of take that really sharp left turn to the story, which was sad that she had to go through that. Again, I do feel like they could have did better dropping some breadcrumbs from taking us from our intro to now. I do think it was layered. Like, she's full of layers, I should say. So maybe this is one of those layers that is finally they peeled back and just kind of gave it to us right away.
Yeah.
Again, I don't hate it, but I do wish they kind of gave us some breadcrumbs here and there with previous shots of Mercer and her, of like, it doesn't have to be like full outright dad and brother stuff, but some kind of trail to give us hints to this massive story drop for her backstory.
Because Princess has been in situations where she was on her own. She could have simply said, hey, I've seen what happens when communities start to fight and they start to fall apart. I've seen the writing on the wall 100 times. I know how this ends. Maybe something like that could have been done. You guys let us know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, and I'm real curious to see your guys' thoughts real quick here too on the Eugene plan.
Oh, terrible plan, Dave.
Y'all, that felt like a real goodbye between Rosita and Eugene there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think one of them's making it. I'm a little worried now. Because if you haven't heard, sorry, but at this point, if you're made it this far, you want to hear what we have to say, so you can either give your 2 cents or whatnot, or actually just join in the conversation with us is what we hope. But you probably have heard, if you made it this far, that Rosita is part of the potential ones who don't make it. I know that's a big rumor that's flying around. To me, I don't know, so I can't say confirmed or denied, but I don't know. But again, that didn't look good with that goodbye. So I'm kind of worried now for both.
Yeah, see,
because one's not making it.
I think Rosita makes it. And the only reason I think that, and maybe you guys can drop a comment, but Eugene's whole character arc since we've been introduced to him is that he's a coward. He saves his own skin. No. He lies. He does whatever he has to do. He joins up with whoever he has to. This is finally his chance at redemption. Mark it right here, folks, on the Bad Medicine channel. Eugene is going to take the fall for everybody else so that they can either get away or not be charged, if you will. I think he's going to finally take the fall and he's going to step up. And
hey, let's not forget though. I know,
but it was Max's idea.
Hey, let's not forget. I know you're completely right. This whole episode about Eugene, because of the way the intro, that cold open was, and he mentioned coward to Daryl. Hey, 6x16, season 6, episode 16. He was taking the RV, and Abraham gave him the big boom.
That's true.
They dapped up.
Yeah.
And then Eugene was driving off with a huge ass smile on his face because he stepped up with courage, and he wasn't a coward. But of course, Negan got him, as we all know.
Didn't work
so
out.
let's not. I think the writers forgot that he did show that he wasn't a coward. So I mean, I still like the story.
Yeah, but I mean, he
he
eventually turned to work with Negan and showed up at Alexandria, tried to get them to give in and quit, and
But he did do it
reaffirmed
once.
himself
Just
to
saying.
Negan.
Just saying.
But then in the end, what did he do? He tweaked.
He did end up going back.
He tweaked all the ammunition, so that
kind of made another turn, like you said.
Got the Saviors ended up kind of taking themselves out a little bit, thanks to Eugene. So who knows, guys? I still think this is the end of Dr. Eugene Porter.
And then that was a
scientist.
Dude, I did not see that coming with Rosita there at the end.
No,
that
she all of
was
a sudden got
wild.
jacked.
Yeah, just bam. Good.
Yeah.
And what's great though is we know she can fight, but of course the numbers 2-on-1, and then
you got sucker punched. I mean,
yeah,
oh
God, what an end that was.
Realistically, the way she got sucker punched, she'd probably be down for the count. But she's been shown as a fighter who can, give a little there. But yeah, eventually, Pamela's sending her best people to get our people. Probably going to round them up, and maybe Eugene has to make the save.
Yeah, especially for you comic folks with Pamela's story, because obviously Sebastian makes it way longer in the comics. So I'm interested now to see too how they're going to navigate Pam, and it looks like she's going to be the
main
the governor.
antagonist,
I feel like
seems.
she's like governor level already because of the whole face thing with Lance playing a little pocket pool for the coin. Maybe that's a bad term to say here.
I haven't heard that since I was in like the 6th grade. Who says that?
I don't know, man. This was just a wild episode. So I can't wait to get in there and talk with you folks about this, because this was just great.
The only problem with The Walking Dead is, if you want to go back and rewatch the series, because there's so many seasons and so many episodes, man, it's really an investment, and it almost kind of takes back over your life again like it used to be when they first came out. So
it's great.
I'm really looking forward. I don't care how out of technology or how old school they are, I will be buying eventually all the DVDs of The Walking Dead. I've got up to season 6 already. I want hard copies in my hand that no stupid servers can mess up with, like they did for everybody tonight trying to watch an AMC Plus. I'm getting the DVDs.
Well, that said, Mason Quinn, just take us home. Let me talk to you. Take them home.
All right, guys, this is a lot of fun tonight. I can't wait for the final episodes. Neither can Diamond Dave.
Shabbat!
So for all of us here at Bad Medicine, that's Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn.
Excitement's back.
Walking Dead. Simon, I hope so. That'd be great.
Excitement. I said excitement.
You said Simon.
Excitement is back.
Folks, we're off the rails here. We'll see you next time.